80% of men get married because they don't want nobody to have sex with the woman they want. It ain't no men out here signing up for servitude.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy Mike Geesh, and I am here to react and talk about a segment from the latest 5150 show with Corey Holcomb, where he is discussing marriage from a man's point of view. As you just heard him say, 80% of men get married because they don't want somebody else having sex with the woman they love. That is what Corey Holcomb says. I believe that's part of it. And I believe there are also other reasons that men may get married. For companionship. There's men that get married to try to obey, religious beliefs. And there's other reasons that men may get married. I try not to keep pushing pause, but let's continue.
They have invested so much into a woman that to keep her, they're willing to throw their life away. That's what most men do. Most men are not brought up to be men at all costs. I'm a man before anything. No, that ain't how it go. Most of us get married because we don't want nobody sleeping with the woman we got and we got used to. And that fear is so strong, we'll wind up giving in and marrying somebody. That's what happens. A wedding is a funeral. When I went to my brother's wedding, I knew he was done.
All right, you heard Corey Holcomb. He said a wedding is a funeral. That's some strong words, brother. That's some strong words. Now, I would say that in today's time, a lot of men do, to piggyback on what he said about that 80% of men get married because they don't want other men smashing their girl. I think in today's time, a lot of men do get married for that reason. Because as we know, God unfortunately doesn't play a part in a lot of people's lives when it comes to love in today's time. That's why everybody having sex with everybody and not actually doing what God says you're supposed to do. So that's not a part of it. We all know that the getting a woman pregnant and having a shotgun wedding because her daddy say that y'all better get married because she pregnant. We know that's out the door because look at all the baby mamas we have and the single mothers. So that's not the case. So I guess the only thing that would be left would be, hey, I want to cuff my girl. I got to cuff her so nobody else will have her. So this is the situation that we're left with. And as you hear, Corey Holcomb said, marriage is a funeral for men. In a lot of ways it is. It's a funeral for the independent man because you are no longer independent. Once you get married, you are joined to your wife and your wife is joined to you. So let's continue listening to what Corey Holcomb is about to say.
I knew he was done. It's a dude in Dallas, a radio guy. He got married and he wanted everybody to send, who wasn't gonna make it, a little video. Hey, congratulations and all like that. The video, I said, don't do it. And he said everybody was laughing at the wedding. Don't do it. Snap out of it. Because, how many people you know happily married? It just don't really happen.
Well, wait now. Weren't you going to go? I know I was sad I couldn't make it, but weren't you going to go to Riz's? That's your friend.
Let me tell you something about Rizza, Islam, and his situation. I don't look at Rizza Islam's situation how I look at most people's situation. I believe those are two people who are actually trying to be together throughout the good and the bad.
So you're actually saying you can actually sense if it's genuine or not?
Not just Rizza.
That's what I mean. Anybody.
I watch how your woman conducts herself while she's in your presence and when she's not in your presence. And I know a lot about your relationship. I got
Okay, so it's a couple things to unpack right here. So Corey Holcomb said that he initially said something about his brother I think he was talking about his brother when he said this. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry about that. But he said his brother got married. A lot of people sent his brother videos congratulating him. He said when he sent his brother, he was like, "Don't do it." And people thought it was funny, which that's actually hilarious. And he said that most marriages don't work in today's time, and I agree. Most people that I know that got married, if they're around my age or a little younger, and I'm in my mid 40s, they usually don't make it past 5 years. You know, it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. And I think that it's because of the influence of the world. I think that it's because of social media, and it's also because of the looseness of people. It's too much temptation out here. The culture is every man and every woman for themselves when it comes to sex and relationships. So when you have an environment that's like that, it's no holds barred. And that's how it is out here. And then he went into talking about Rizza Islam, who is, a lot of you might know, he's a social media personality, also a Muslim man who got married. And Corey said that he believes that him and his wife is a good match or whatnot. Now the reason I think, this is my personal opinion, I could be wrong, but it might be for religious purposes. You know, I know that within the Muslim community, there's very strategic, systematic ways to get married that is involved in the religion or the hierarchy of well, not hierarchy because there's no hierarchy in Islam, but it involved in like the imam gets together. You can go to him and you can find a wife, and you can do the same thing in the church, in the Christian religion. You know what I'm saying? You can go to your pastor and help use him to help him find a wife. I don't to help you find a wife. I don't know if that's what Rizza Islam did, but I'm just saying that I know within the Islamic community is everything is well put together to find a wife. I don't know if that's what happened, but I'm just saying. So yeah. But let's continue listening to what Corey is about to say.
Homies who wife vagina is in my phone. I got Pele jackets like this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even like being around your wife because you made a bad choice at your wife. This is a lot of people I know. And I am doing my best not. Hold on, this might be one of them.
Uh-oh.
I am doing my best not to
smash them.
I can't say it no other way but the truth. All my friends who make bad decisions with the wife they chose, I like to avoid your wife because most of the times when they see me in Pele jackets like this, they give me the opportunity to show them what they pussy made for.
Lord have mercy. This boy Corey crazy. So look, man. Yeah, I know some people who marry women who it's like, bro, why did you make that woman your wife? Why did you do that, bro? Because you go around and you see the way that they looking at you, and you know that they made a bad choice. I know somebody who married a girl who all of his friends slept with. I know 2 guys like that who married the woman that his homeboys slept with. And I've said in another video that one of my friends, a girl who was the neighborhood hoe when we was younger, he's still friends with her to this day, and we in our 40s now, to this day, and he tried to round the way hook me up with her. And I'm like, no, I can't get with her, bro. She was the neighborhood hoe. She might not be a hoe this day, might trying to be a real wife. But because I know that I can't marry her, I couldn't trust her because I know other people that slept with her. So I definitely understand what Corey is saying in that situation. And, look, I'm a man who, I'm going to keep it real. I fumbled about 2 good women when I was young in my 20s who I know would have been good wives. One of them is married and the other one is a baby mama. So, she got like 3 kids, and not married. So, and I feel like she was a good woman. I don't know what happened, as time moved on, but at that time, she seemed like a good woman. Let me say that. She seemed like one. But the other girl is married. So some of us men, we're young and we fumble the ones that could be wives. We fumble them. And some of us go for the ones that are not wives. So, at the end of the day, I think that it's all about perception and it's all about knowing what you have. That's for men and for women. You have to really see how your woman reacts around other men and how she acts and how she moves and just her whole demeanor when she's around other men, whether that's your friend, your cousin, whoever. How she acts around other men, if she too friendly, all in their face, laughing, touching on the shoulder, laughing, all that type of stuff, you know that you got a woman that's a little too friendly, a little too smiley. And that might not be a wife. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you have to notice their actions and their reactions and stuff like that. And then choose wisely is all I can say about that. But do I think marriage is a funeral? For the independent man, yes. But for the right woman, it's not necessarily a funeral. It's a joining of two independent souls to make one soul, to make one person. 2 halves to make a whole. So yeah, that's all I got to say today. My boy Corey Holcomb got down with this one, but please like, comment on this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm your boy Mike Geesh. Peace.